Come on. Oh it, oh it. Somebody joined and left, they're mad. So how's you playing? I'm gonna cry. I'm sure it is. So many people were typing in the comments, how are you playing? What the f— nasty. I think you're mad, bro. What the? I don't know how that knife missed. But sure. What the penis?
There's no lunge knife no more?
No, there still is. You just gotta get it right. Oh, I can't believe I missed those. Wow, they're just standing beside each other. They wasn't even trying to kill one another. They said, let's team up real quick and kill this fool. Stop spawning them right in front of me where I kill somebody. Come back out. How that's not killing me is beyond me. He's just running in and out of that building. Oh, that made my butthole hurt.
Support standing by.
I'd love to know how I missed those two. Dirty. Dirty. Come on. What are you doing? We got one viewer in the stream. What's up? What's up? Can't believe I just missed that hard scoop. Hey! Ain't got nowhere to spawn them, so they're spawning them right up in behind me. Oh. God. What a screw. Buzzy, it's a local game with bots. I can tell you how to do it, but it's not online. I can tell you, but some people, I mean, a lot of people have been asking me this all day, and some of them have done it, and of course it works. As you see, I'm playing right now on local bots, but a lot of people don't want to do it just for the simple fact of what you have to do to get it to work. The only way to get it to work is, as of right now, and until Friday, you're gonna have to delete your whole application and reinstall it and do not update it at all. You gotta delete the whole application, reinstall it, and disconnect from your internet so it don't update it. Then you start your game up while it's disconnected from the internet. You go into multiplayer, local, and you set your game up. You start your game, and if you want to stream like I'm doing, you just simply connect back to the internet. Now, depending on which copy you bought, if you bought digitally off the PSN store or something, you can still do it as well, but there's really no need to, because you're not going to have to reinstall it if you bought digitally. But if you're like me and you like your discs, and you went to the store and you bought a physical copy of Infinite Warfare, they're going to ship you a code in Infinite Warfare for Modern Warfare Remastered to re-download it all over again. So people who bought it physically, such as a hard copy from the store, GameStop, Walmart, whatever, you're going to have to reinstall anyway. Nah, I can't hit a shot to save my life. But yeah, Buzzy, as of right now, that's the only way to do it, man. I mean, it's only a day left until the release. If you're like me and you just can't wait and you will play it, even if it's just local, that's a way of doing it. Every time I kill somebody, somebody comes up behind me. Well, I can't say somebody because they're bots, but you know what I mean. Ah. Alright, and I got the score on, so I have to delete it then. Yes, Buzzy, to do this, you'd have to delete it and just simply reinstall. What I did is I deleted it. I reinstalled it when I was at work, because there's one or two options. You can either start by reinstalling the multiplayer, and that's only like 10 gigs, 10.8 gigs, I think. I'm not 100% sure exactly how many it is. And if you've done that route, if you didn't want to install the whole entire thing, you could simply just do that and play on log. It'll be the only map you could play on. Or you could just simply let it reinstall the whole entire thing, and as soon as it's done installing, just disconnect from the internet via Ethernet cable, or if you're wireless, just turn it off in the settings. Launch your game. Go to multiplayer, go to local. Go to local, start your match up, you know, set all your settings the way you want them, start your match up. If you want to stream and show off like I'm doing now, you can turn your internet back on only when you're in the game lobby, only when you're actually in the game like I am right now. If you do it in the match lobby, it'll say a new update is available and it'll kick you out and you won't be able to access it again. So every time you go to, say, change a map or quit or whatever, change a class, you got to disconnect from your internet, then back out, then go back into your game, and then reconnect to the internet. So it's a process, but I mean it works. If you want to do it, you can. If you don't, you don't have to. I done mine a couple days ago. Right after the servers went off and didn't come back on, I just went ahead and deleted and reinstalled just so I could play bots.
Helicopter support standing by.
Dragon, the only way as of right now to do this, to get in here, is to delete your whole application and reinstall. If you've got a physical copy of the game coming your way, via GameStop, Walmart, Amazon, eBay, whatever, you're gonna have to re-delete it anyway when you get an Infinite Warfare because they're going to ship you a code in Infinite Warfare for the remastered Modern Warfare. So you're going to have to delete it regardless if you got the hard copy. If you got the digital copy, you don't have to delete it. If you got the digital copy on release date, you're just going to be able to play. But for people like me who like their disc-based games, we've got to reinstall it on release date. But Dragon, all you do is delete it, you reinstall it. Like I was telling Buzzy, you can either, it'll give you one or two options when you go to your library to reinstall. It'll say, which do you want to install first, multiplayer or campaign? You can do multiplayer first, just do multiplayer first either way. And at, 10 and some gigs, it'll allow you to start it up. You could play only on the map Bog. But you got all the game modes, you're going to have all the weapons, whatnot. Or you could just let the whole thing install like I did. I done it all day. I had to go into work, I deleted it, I reinstalled it. I got home, I disconnected from my internet before I started the application. And then you get this. I mean, pretty self-explanatory. But a catch to it is, when you do it, if you want to stream like I'm doing, each time you got to reconnect to your internet when you get on the actual game, like when you're on this map, whatever. You got to reconnect to the internet when you back out to change a class or to change a map or something. You always want to disconnect from the internet first before backing out into that lobby. So if I was to say if I wanted to change my game mode to domination or whatever, before you go to leave the game, you want to disconnect from the internet. Obviously, I'm not going to do it because I'm streaming right now. But you'd want to disconnect from the internet. Then you'd want to leave the game, and then go change your classes, then change whatever, and you'll be good to go. Then you just start your game up. Once you get inside the game and you pick your class, you can go ahead and reconnect to the internet and start streaming. And anybody that's watching the stream, if you want to party up when the game actually does release and play, just send me a friend request and we will do so. You gotta love bots though, man, they're so funny. Anybody else that's interested on how to get into a local bot lobby, just ask me in the comments. Let me see something here. Give me a second. Currently looking for something here. Oh, everybody's leaving since I've since I've stopped. Wish I could figure out how to share the broadcast to like to a page or something on Facebook. Something where I could track more viewers. Alright, to the person watching, I'm streaming this currently to Facebook, YouTube, stuff like that. How can I share this if you have any idea? How can I share this video to another Facebook page besides my own? No, thank you. Oh man, I'm trying to figure out how I can stream it to another Facebook page. I know there's a way. I see people doing stuff like that all the time. I just don't really know how to do it. Oh. Of course I jumped down in front of somebody. Come on. Keep putting them right up in behind me. Anybody that's currently watching this, if you use Facebook, do you know how to share this stream to another Facebook page, like a community Facebook page? Exile, I can tell you how, but it's not what you think it is. This is actually bots on a local game. I can tell you how to do it. It's the only way of accessing it right now until Friday. Sorry, I mean, I can tell you how, but it's kind of a long process, and it's really just depends on if you want to do it or not. I mean, alright. Well, first things first, just take this into account if you got a digital copy. So if you got it off of PSN, or, you know, I recommend not doing it, and I'll explain why. But if you got it through via GameStop, Amazon, Walmart, anything like that, there's really no point in not doing it, because you're going to have to do it sooner or later regardless. But the way you would do it is to completely delete the game from your PlayStation. I know it sounds dumb, but right now you're on patch 1.04, I'm sure, where they've updated it again. I'm sure you probably got on today, so it automatically put that patch on there. So you just want to delete the whole game. Then you want to go over to your library, which is on your dashboard all the way to the right. You want to go to purchase games, and you'll see Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. You want to go ahead and select download, and it'll give you one or two options. Which one do you want to download first, single player or multiplayer? You just want to click on multiplayer, which is it's like 10.8 gigs, I'm wanting to see. Now you can either stop at that, or you can let the whole thing download, which is what I did. A day I went to work, or I knew I was going out, all I simply did was let it download again. And just as soon as it's done, just as soon as it's installed, you want to disconnect yourself from the internet so it don't update you to the latest patch. Once you do that and you load up the game, you'll see your multiplayer tab is green. So you can go ahead and select multiplayer. You can go to LAN, which is the local access, and then you can just set up the bots and set up your game, how you want to play it, all that good stuff. Just set up your game mode and start the game. Now if you wanted to stream like I'm doing, you would want to wait until you're actually like spawned in. Once you spawn in, that's when you can start your stream. And then if you wanted to, say, change a class or something, you would have to disconnect from your internet before leaving the game, before leaving inside of the map, I guess you could say. So before you went to leave game, you'd want to go to your dashboard, go into your settings, and disconnect from the internet, or if you're wired, you just want to unplug your Ethernet cable. And that's pretty much how you do it. I mean, it's personal preference if you want to do it or not, because you only got like a day left to wait. So, personal preference. But the reason I said I don't recommend it if you've got digitally, if you went and bought digital, it's because with the digital copy, you've already got the game downloaded, etc., etc. You don't have to mess with it after that. If you bought it from, GameStop, Walmart, you're gonna have to re-download it anyway, because it's gonna come with a code in the Infinite Warfare case for it. So. All in personal preference. AS1 Gaming. I'll explain it. Sorry for the people that's been in here and keep hearing it. You'll know how to do it as well by the end of this video. AS1 Gaming, the only way currently to play is on a LAN, local play, which is sort of like online, but it's strictly set to you, so nobody can join, your friends can't join, so on and so forth. The way you do it is you would have to go to your dashboard, delete the Modern Warfare Remastered application, go into your library of games, reinstall it, and it'll ask you, do you want to install single player first or multiplayer? You just simply want to click multiplayer, and it'll give you 10.8 gigs to download, I think it is, and from there you let it download. You can either let the 10 gigs download and then directly play, or you can let the whole thing download and play. If you just do the 10 gigs, the only map you're going to be able to play on is Bog. Don't know why that is, but that's it. But once you delete it and reinstall it, you want to disconnect from the internet so it don't update at all. You don't want it to update any, or to block access. For the 2 people that just joined that want the invite, I can't invite you because it's not online. It's not a private match either. This is local LAN play. This is a local lobby, if that makes any sense to y'all. I can tell you how to get in your own local lobby, but it's a process. That's, that's on you. Minister, again, I can't invite anybody. It's a local lobby. It's not an online lobby. You can't connect to a local LAN match. Minister, again. The servers won't go online until 12 o'clock a.m. Friday morning. 12 o'clock a.m. Friday morning. But if you're like me and you purchased a disc-based game of Infinite Warfare, you have to re-download it anyway. So technically, you probably won't play till about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, depending on your internet connection. And again, Mister, I cannot invite you. It's a local session. You can't play, you can't invite people to a local session. You can invite them into stuff all day long, but you can't invite them into a local session. NicoX, whatever, it's not set to a time zone. So, say, I know on the East Coast here, once it hits 12 a.m. on the East Coast here, if I'm not mistaken, it'll release everywhere. Everywhere, throughout the U.S. if you're located in the U.S. So 12 a.m. here, whatever time it would be in California, as I believe it would release then. I don't think they'd make everybody wait till 12 a.m., but I could be wrong. Something. So honestly, Nico, at 12 a.m. Eastern Time, you should be able to get on.
Helicopter support standing by.
Yes, you'll be able to play on the 4th. That's when the game releases. Modern Warfare Remastered is not a new game, so anybody that's thinking it's a new game, they're crazy. you should know, you know, by Call of Duty, if you follow Call of Duty, it's not a new game. So they're not going to do a special thing for this. They're not going to allow it to release early, yada yada yada. It's going to release at the time of Infinite Warfare, the game it's bundled with. So that's at 12 a.m., that's at 12 a.m. 12 a.m. on the 3rd, Nick, would be tonight. So, no, it would be 12 a.m. on the 4th. I wish they had higher sensitivity than what they get. Maybe it'll show on system info. Wow, barrel stuffed them and they still didn't die. Interesting. Nice.
Helicopter support standing by.
So those of you who are viewing, what do you think? Good at quick scoping or bad? What's your verdict? I'd love to see a poll on that. Okay, apparently bad. As I'm sitting here trying to read your comment and play at the same time, I'm doing pretty horrible. OACE, I can't send you an invite because you can't join on a local LAN game. This is not online, this is local LAN for bots. I can tell you how to do it, but it's kind of a long process, and honestly, it's kind of pointless at this close to release. But if you want to know, I can definitely tell you how. Um, Ace, the only way to do it is to delete your game and reinstall it. That's the only way. If I remember correctly, I think it's close to 50 gigs, but if you delete it and you go to your library on the PSN dashboard, you go to Purchased Modern Warfare Remastered, it'll give you, when you click on download, it'll give you two options. It'll say download single player or download multiplayer first. You want to download the multiplayer first if you want to do it. It's like 10 point some gigs, and you can either do it right after that 10 point some gigs finishes, or you can wait for the whole game to download. Your choice. If you do it after the 10 gigs finishes, the only map you can play on is Bog. That's it. If if you ain't got nothing to do tonight, you got some decent internet and it'll only take you an hour or two to re-download it, it might be worth it. But then you'll get access to all the maps. If you do it, once you've re-downloaded it, do not. I got it from code, probably won't let me, huh? Yeah, it's still in your purchase history. It's still something you purchased, so it'll still be there. I got it from a code too. I think the majority of people did. But all you do is you delete it. You go into on your dashboard. If you go all the way to the right, you'll see the application that says library. You go in there. You go where it says purchased, and it'll say Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. You go download it again, and you do the multiplayer first. That's the one you want to do first regardless. Just really depends on your choice, but you want to do the multiplayer first. Let the 10 point some gigs download. If you don't want all the maps, no big deal. Just stop it after the 10 gigs and go ahead, disconnect from your internet and start it up. But you'll be stuck with only Bog. As far as the rest of the stuff goes, to actually, play and stream, when you go to play, so after you download it, once it's finished, before you start the application, disconnect from your internet. Or it'll automatically, once you start the game up, say an update file has been added, and it'll lock it. You won't be able to get in. And you'd have to do that whole process by deleting it and everything else all over. And you don't want that. So, you can do that. Personal preference. Again, a lot of people said they don't want to do it, but a lot of people have been asking me, hey, how are you playing? How are you doing this? How are you doing this? And when you tell them, they're like, well, that's kind of stupid. And, well, I told you it was bots. I told you that it was a process. And I told you this. I told you that. So, that's why I say personal preference. I done it while I was at work, so I couldn't play anyway. So it didn't bother me. Let it download when I was at work, came home, disconnected my internet, started it up, went into multiplayer, bang.
Helicopter support standing by.
No problem, Ace. Enjoy it if you do it, man. For sure.
Enemy helicopter inbound.
stairs. Chris, I'm assuming that's you that's messaging me. I believe we talked earlier. Remember, you can't be invited into a local lobby. Because it's not on their servers, so there's nothing for you to connect to. It's pretty much like an offline mode for bots. Anubis Gaming, yes, this is bots. It's the only way to do it right now, is to play on local play with bots. If you don't know how to do it, I can tell you, but it's a process.
Helicopter support standing by.
No, damn. That was retarded. Ooh, didn't even see him. Alright, give me 1 second. This is an unlimited stream, so I'm gonna just sit this down for a second. I'll be right back. If you want to leave, you can leave. If you want to stay, you can stay. Uh, Unlimited score, unlimited whatnot, so just give me a minute. Saints FPS, no, it's not multiplayer, it's a local match for bots. It's an offline multiplayer mode, I guess you could say. Mr. Clown. Yeah, I can tell you how, but it's a long process. Some people have been doing it, some people ain't done it. And, you know, I can understand. The only way right now to do it is to delete your whole application. So delete Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. Go to your library, go to downloaded games or purchase games, whichever one. And then reinstall it. It'll come up with two options to either download multiplayer first or to download campaign first. You just want to go ahead and click multiplayer. It's like 10.8 gigs, something like that. You can either do one or two things. You can let the 10.8 gigs download and then play, but you'll be restricted to one map, which is Bog. Or you could let the whole thing download and play, and you'll get all the maps. Now, once it's finished, once you reinstall it, before you launch it, you want to turn off your internet connection. So if you got an Ethernet cable, pull that out. If you're wireless, just go into the settings and turn your connection off so it don't update. Because once you open the application with internet connected, it's automatically going to try to update. Now if you get in the game like I am, you get on the map, pick your class, then you can turn your internet back on and stream if you want, do whatever. But if you want to change a map or change the game mode or change a class, you'd have to disconnect your internet before leaving the game session you're already in, or when you get back in the lobby, it's going to kick you out. And it'll say update is available, and you'll be screwed because multiplayer will be locked every time you go back in until you delete the application and then reinstall.
Helicopter support standing by.
Roberto Santos, no, the servers are not up. The servers will not be back up. until Friday at 12 a.m. in the morning. This is a local online match against bots. Mr. Clown, I appreciate that. Alright guys. For those of you who just joined in who wondering how I'm playing, this is a local match against bots. As you can see, they're quite dumb. They're quite ignorant. It's bots. The way you do this is one way and one way only. You're not going to be able to do it any other way. So if you don't want to do it, don't do it. If you do, go for it and have fun. To get this to work, you have to delete your current application. You got to delete Modern Warfare Remastered. The whole thing. Delete it. Just delete it. Delete it. Get rid of it. Gone. Then you go over to the right on your library. You scroll all the way over on your PlayStation dashboard and you will come to library. You want to go to purchase games. Then you want to select Modern Warfare Remastered. Then you want to do single player only. Single player only. Multiplayer. You want to download the multiplayer first. So download it. It's like 10.8 gigs. I can't remember exactly how much it is. You download it. You got one or two options then too. You can either let the rest download or you can just let the 10.8 some gigs download and then play. My suggestion would be, if you're going to do it, just go ahead and let the whole thing download again so you can have all the maps. Once it's downloaded and ready to play, you do not want to connect. You do not want to start it while connected to the internet. So if you're connected via Ethernet cable, you just pull that bad boy out of the back of your box and you throw it on the floor and just let it sit there. If you're wireless, you just go into the settings and simply uncheck the check that says connect to the internet. And then you start up your game. And you will see that multiplayer is green. It's green lit. You're good to go. You go into multiplayer. It'll say play online or it'll say local LAN play. You want local LAN play because you cannot connect to their servers. It's not happening. They're trolling y'all. It's not happening. I understand earlier today, you know, there was a time period for like 20-30 minutes where, believe it or not, you could go into a private lobby online and invite your friends in and play. But again, that was a mess up with their update. That's why they updated it again. Because they don't want nobody playing online until Friday at 12 a.m. So I mean that's how you do it. Now, taking effect, keep in mind that if you bought a digital copy, I don't recommend it. So say you bought off PSN, I don't recommend doing it because you're already good to go. Come Friday at 12 a.m. you'll just be able to jump right on and play, no problems. If you went my route and you bought a physical copy of the game via GameStop, Walmart, eBay, Amazon, whatever the case may be, in that Infinite Warfare case, they're also going to give you a code for Modern Warfare Remastered. No, Jake Ryan, you won't get banned for streaming early. I'm not online. They can't ban you if you're not on their servers. Whether you're streaming early or not, you're not on their servers. They cannot do anything about that. This is offline. This is not online. There's no connection to their online whatsoever. And on top of that, bud, it is a 10-plus-year-old game. It's nothing new. We already know what it looks like. We know how it plays. We know how it feels. We know the maps. We know the guns. We know it all. They're not going to ban you for streaming an offline bots game. If you were online, yeah, sure. No, Blazing Clash. You downloaded 1.04. You cannot get on local LAN play. You have to revert back to... Yes, Jake Ryan, you can upload a bot video, man. It's bots. You're not even on their servers. I'm not connected to their servers right now. I'm on my own connection. It's a local LAN play. You're not on their servers. Blazing Clash, no. At 1.04, yes, Anubis Gaming. Again, I seen you in here earlier. and you asked me about it. Anubis, the way you do it is you delete your current application. You delete Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. You reinstall it. Alright. Alright. Everybody listen. This is to Anubis, this is to Clash, anybody that's curious how to do this. To do it, all you do is you delete your current Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered app. That's it. Delete it. Don't. Get it out of there. We don't need it no more. It's trash. Delete it. Once it's deleted, you go to your library. You go to purchase games. You will see Call of Duty 4 Remastered. You'll see Call of Duty Remastered. Well, I mean, it's the only way to do it right now, Clash. The thing is, if you bought digital, if you got a digital copy of Infinite Warfare, you're good to go. Don't worry about it because you don't need to reinstall anyway. If you're like me and you bought a disc copy, you've got to reinstall regardless. Come Friday, you're going to get a new code with your Infinite Warfare. You're going to have to reinstall regardless if you got a physical copy of Infinite Warfare. So, at that point, Clash, it really don't matter. So, and that's why I've been telling people, if you got a digital copy, Clash, I don't recommend it. I don't recommend doing it, because you're not going to have to reinstall it. But if you just want to play bots, you know, for a couple hours, man, what harm is it going to come to you? You got another whole day and some hours to wait before you can even get on their online servers. You see what I'm saying? So, at this point, you know, if you wanted to, you could do it. I don't recommend it simply because you don't have to reinstall. Once the game comes out, you can just go straight at it. So if you can wait another day, no, you cannot play online yet. This is offline. It's a local LAN. That I'm playing off my own connection, my own. You're not. Listen, first name, last name. If you don't want to do it, don't do it, man. It's as simple as that. Don't come in here and criticize about what other people do just to enjoy what they pay for. You feel me? If you don't want to redo it, don't redo it. I really don't care. I mean, what are you doing right now with that game as it is? It's just sitting on your dashboard, correct? We've all played the campaign. We know how it ends. I've already went through and beat the campaign again since it released last month. We know how it ends. If you don't want to do it, simply don't do it. I mean, come on now. It's not that complicated. It's not rocket science, people. It's really not. And Clash, they brought the servers online because it was a mess up. They didn't mean to, I assure you. Then they said that they were testing the servers, and all that was just a bunch of hogwash to get y'all hyped, because in that it said the servers will be on and off throughout the next few days. They've not turned them back on yet, so. And they're not going to until Friday. What's going on, Smacker?
Helicopter support standing by.
Oh, come on. That was so bad. What the fuck, man? I can't even hit his hard scope right now. That guy said he's pretty sure they'll ban you for streaming early. No. They released the campaign. It's out. This is offline. It's not even on their servers. They're not gonna ban you if you're not on their server. You're not playing anything on their server. You gotta love when people come in and say some stupid shit like that. Oh, I want to ban you for playing live streaming it early. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh. No, I'm about to jump off in a second. Go make me some food. I'm hungry.
Helicopter support standing by.
Validity, there's a certain way of doing it. I mean, it's a process. I can tell you how to do it, but honestly, this close to Friday, I mean, it's personal preference if you want to do it or not. But the way to do it is to simply just delete your whole Modern Warfare Remastered game that you got on your PlayStation right now, and reinstall it. And when you go to reinstall it, it'll say, you know, come up with two options. Do you want to download the multiplayer first or the single player? You simply download the multiplayer first. It'll give you like 10.8 gigs to download. You can simply do that one, but you'll be restricted to playing on just the map BOG. Or you can just let the whole thing re-download and play on all the maps. But before you open the application, after you've reinstalled it, you need to disconnect from your internet so it don't automatically update a playlist. Because once it does that, it's going to tell you, you know, a new updated playlist is available for this game, yada yada yada. It's going to kick you out, and you'll have to redo the whole thing over. So I mean, it's personal preference. Some people have said, oh, 10 point some gigabytes just for bots. Yeah, no, you know, again, personal preference. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Just don't down other people for doing it.
Helicopter support standing by.